Now a worker is hospitalized after he spent hours in a collapsed trench.
Well, it took Kansas City rescuers more than 3 hours to pull him from the mud, and we have team coverage on this story as we try to examine exactly what happened here. We begin with 41 Action News reporter Brian Abel, who watched the rescue unfold. Brian.
Yeah, my crews were either working to replace the sewer or the water lines here at East Hills Village apartment when the ground caved in, trapping a worker inside the trench he was working in with 4 feet deep of dirt. And the scene now you can see is clear, but it was a much different scene earlier today. The scene just after 11:30 this morning, fire crews working frantically to save a contractor buried waist deep in dirt.
He is alert. He's talking to them. In fact, they've handed him a little shovel to assist him.
Before it could cave in even more, rescuers carefully used plywood to secure the dirt surrounding the worker before jumping into the hole and giving him medical attention.
We are giving him IV because he does have some hypothermia issues being down there as cold as it is.
Police forced tenants of the apartment complex to park away from the area and walk so their vehicles wouldn't trigger the fragile dirt. One woman says she saw work being done yesterday and there was a small hole in the area where the trench is now.
Is it blocked off?
No, it wasn't. No, it was not blocked off. They had little signs.
Just before 2:30, nearly 3 hours later, rescuers safely pulled the man out. Thankful his injuries weren't more severe.
The force that was on just his midsection, and to think about if that were to come up to his chest area, because that dirt was very volatile, that would just impede him from being able to expand his chest and be able to take a breath in.
Now, medics transported that worker to an area hospital. He is in stable condition tonight and being treated for hypothermia. Reporting live in Kansas City, Brian Abel, 41 Action News.
All right, Brian, thank you for that update. And 41 Action News investigator Andy Alcock looked into the background of that company that was doing the digging. So, Andy, what did you uncover?
Rhiannon, we confirmed OSHA is now investigating Hydrotech Plumbing of Platte City. The man injured in the trench works for that company. Hydrotech does not have previous OSHA violations. This incident marks the 14th time this year OSHA has received a report of a worker injured in a trench collapse across the country. 23 workers have died in those collapses. The Kansas City trench where today's incident happened is more than 10 feet deep. OSHA standards require what they call protective systems on trenches deeper than 5 feet. And soil and other materials kept at least 2 feet from the edge of the trench. If violations are found, the company could potentially face fines. One example, in 2014, OSHA fined Larry Straight Plumbing and Heating. It happened after Brian Allen died in a trench collapse in Lee Summit in October 2013. He was installing a sewer line. An OSHA spokeswoman told me today Straight Plumbing is still paying off that fine on a payment plan. Now, according to OSHA explaining the extreme danger of trench cave-ins, 1 cubic yard of soil can weigh as much as a car. Live in the newsroom, I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.